Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Ravnica. Today we're going to try our hand at Premier Draft Pioneer Masters. Pioneer Masters was recently released on Arena and introduced most of the cards needed to bring the Explorer format close to Pioneer. I think there are still a few cards missing, but pretty much all of the most top tier decks in Pioneer are available to be played on Arena at this point. And anyway, like with most formats, there's a limited format for Pioneer Masters, so we're going to try it out and see how things go. So without further ado, we'll hop into a draft, and I'll take a break while we wait to join the draft pod, and then we'll get back onto the video when we're drafting. So see you in a bit. Alright, pick one, pack one, pick one, I should say. Five color gates could be pretty interesting, so I could start with the Gates Ablaze. Not sure about taking a creature land first, especially not a dual land. Hmm. Sure, let's try Gates. Alright, Sight Beyond Sight. Looks like that would be good card advantage. But I think we want to prioritize Gates here to make our Gates Ablaze powerful. We'll take Gateway Plaza. I'm a little surprised someone passed Kytheon, Hero of Akros. I think that's good enough here to take over something like a Simic Guildgate. Alright, and then let's see. Gust of Wind is good for blue-white flyers. Follow the Hammer would be good in green-red. I think we take another gate here. Live Sky Knight's interesting. Ghostblade Eidolon could be interesting. Wandering Fumarole could be fine. Although it is expensive to activate, I think we just take another gate here. I don't have any spells to enable heroic, so I'm not sure we take Annex and Chimedi. Profit Loss could be interesting. Rimrock Knight could be interesting. A Delve card could be interesting. Could take a 2-drop here. I think we just take Is it Guildgate? Alright, no gates. Stasis Snare as interaction would be pretty nice, I think. Shambling Vent could be fine. If we're going for 5-color gates, I think we can afford to be picky about what multicolor cards we take. I don't think we're interested in Nyx Reaver, so I think I'll take the interaction here. I only have one other sorcery to enable Spell Mastery on Gather the Pack. I think we take Zendikar Incarnate here. I do have Stasis Snare, which if it gets removed, Lotus Eye Mystics could be good, but I would really want another enchantment that's liable to go to the graveyard before I take something like Lotus Eye Mystics. I think I like a landfall creature. Plus we need some early 2-drops. Maybe I should have taken the Dimir dual colored creature. Still only one instant and sorcery, so I think we take Gates over Nivik Cyclops. Alright. I think I like Ardenvale Tactician. We'll take Martial Glory. I'm not really going wide for Triplicate Spirits or have Sacrifice Fodder for Butcher, so I think we take the Read the Bones here. I'll take the Taw Crop Skirmisher as an early blocker. Supernatural Stamina. Okay. Well, Metamai the Ageless could be interesting, but I think we clearly want either Gateway Colossus or Archway Angel, and I think Gate Colossus is better. So Gate Colossus it is. Hmm. Not sure I want a 9 mana spell here. Could play Tasigur as a creature I can maybe cast for cheap with Delve. Not sure about Seed Guardian. Skyrider Elf could be fine with all of our different color gates. Could also take Treasure Cruise, although I'm not sure how well I'm going to synergize with Delve, so maybe the Skyrider Elf is a safer pick here. Still wouldn't mind a few more gates. Sin Collector could be fine, Disruption, but I think I like Obnix Elixir's Cruelty here. It's more interaction. Could take Shipbreaker Kraken as a giant threat. Stab Wound could be fine. Another McKindy Slide Runner could be fine. Selesnya Charm. I think we take a big threat here as a finisher. Alright, so Treasure Cruise would be fine. Imperious Oligarch would be fine. I've got 13 playables. Another Guild Gate might be nice. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates. Probably want something like 8 gates, I think. Miming Slime would be fine. Not sure about Nemesis of Mortals, how much of a discount I'm going to be able to get on the creature or its monstrosity ability. I think we just take the Sky Knight here. I should have taken a look at what I think was a blue rare. Guild Summit is exactly the kind of card we want. I think we're the only player in Gates, which is lucky for us. We'll take Archway Angel. Could consider Devour Flesh, but I think we want Gates payoffs. Compulsory Rest as some early interaction. Don't have Golgari Guildgate. We'll take another gate here. Spawning bed, not interesting. I kind of like S and scatter. Void shatter would have been fine too. We'll take Bile Blight. Double black will be a little hard, but I'll take the neither of those particularly appeals, and then we get a Nivik Cyclops. I'm not sure we're going to play it. Alright. I think Chasm Skulker is good enough here. To take over a guild gate. We want probably one more gate. Another Archway Angel. Although the previous one wheeled, so that one might. I think we take a gate here. We don't have a Zorius Guild Gate. Okay, so I could take Orzhov Guild Gate, Treasure Cruise. Skylasher would be fine. Imposing Sovereign. Toil and Trouble. Sure, we'll take Toil and Trouble for more card advantage. Alright. Okay, Possess Scob. Decent ability, a little overcosted though. I kind of like Urban Evolution. Playing extra land seems pretty good. I might have also taken the Gruul. Okay. Dreadbore and Fight with Fire are pretty good. Dark Betrayal is cheap, but awfully... I think we take Dreadbore here. I think it's a bit better than Fight with Fire. Not sure how many Eldrazi there are to go with Kozilek's Return. But that could probably still be fine. Alright, a 4/4 for 3 that can't be countered. I think I like Courier's Briefcase. We might be able to draw 3 cards. I think we'll take the Keening Apparition as an early play. And Archway Angel came back. Cruel Revival could be fine, although I don't think I have any zombies. So I think we take our Gates payoff. We've got a couple of bigger creatures, so Fall of the Hammer could be fine. Alright. Bulsar Gatekeepers, our Gates payoff. Not the greatest. And I think we'll take an uncommon for Vault Progress, although I don't think I have any spawning beds. Alright. So we'll just remove we'll just cut all the lanes for now. So I need to cut 8 cards. So despite prioritizing gates, maybe could have taken a gate or two more over some of our other picks. I don't know about Expedite here. Alright, we have 16 creatures. Not sure how many of those we're going to cut, but we don't want to cut too many if we're going to be playing Kithion, I should say. So with Toil and Trouble, I don't think we need Read the Bones. Not sure about Tassiger. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 interactive spells, so I don't think I need Essence Scatter. I think it'll be difficult for us to hold up a counter spell. We don't have that many instants. I guess we do have a fair few. But I still think holding up instant speed removal is probably what we're least likely to be doing, especially since we're playing a lot of tap lands. So we'll be likely to be a bit off curve. Could cut Shipbreaker Kraken. Oh yes, then I also have the Gatekeepers and Live Sky Knight as interactive creatures. And I'm not sure about Tassiger, just because he's a rare doesn't mean he's a good fit in the deck. I mean, I'm not sure that Kithion is that great a fit in the deck, because I need to be attacking with 3 creatures to transform Kithion into Gideon Battleforged. I have seen a fair few bestow creatures, so Keening Apparition might still be fine, because then it's creature removal. Could cut Bile Blight as a double black spell, which is more difficult to cast. I still have plenty of interaction. So I think it's between Tassiger and Shipbreaker Kraken. Tassiger can get a discount from Delve. And I do have a fair number of non-creature spells that are going to end up in the graveyard to exile with Tassiger. Although we're not really a self-mill deck is the only thing. Yeah, maybe it is Tasigur. I'm not sure. We can always change our mind. Alright, and then I need to make 4 more cuts. Courier's Briefcase seems like a good glue card. We can either sacrifice it for fixing, or if we get all 5 colors, we can draw 3 cards, which is not impossible with all of our gates. I like Urban Evolution. Toil and Trouble could be fine. Maybe I only want 1 board wipe. I mean, this is only a deal 2 damage to each creature spell in this deck. So we basically want to see Guild Summit in our opening hand every time, if we can. Maybe we cut Ardenvale Tactician as a double white card. We're not likely to be able to cast it on curve. Although it is good as an evasive threat. I think I will cut Bile Blight here. Talkrap Skirmisher in this deck is basically here as a cheap blocker. I think I will cut Kozilek's Return. I think I have enough interaction that I only need 1 sweeper. And Gates Ablaze is just going to be that much better with all the gates we have. So I don't want to cut too many more creatures. Although I think I will cut the Tactician. Chasm Skulker will be good to have in play with Guild Summit. And then you just need to cut 1 more card. We're highly unlikely to be able to cast Kithian on 1. That's a bit of a downside. But I think having a Planeswalker is good enough to keep him. And then maybe it's Compulsory Rest. Alright. We'll go with this. Alright. So then we've got 1, 2, 3 white sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue sources. 4 green sources. 4 red sources. 3 black sources. Heaviest in white and blue. don't have the Pioneer Masters basic lands if they had any. Alright, we'll go with one each. Swamp, Mountain, Forest. Four plains. 2 islands. Alright. So this will be the deck. And we've got a decent number of gate payoffs with 2 Archway Angels, Gate Colossus, Ubulsar Gatekeepers, probably our weakest payoff, but that's okay. Guild Summit, which, like I said before, we kind of want to have in our opening hand every time, and Gates Ablaze. So I think this is a pretty decent gate stack. We picked up pretty much every gate payoff that we saw, and we did get a decent number of gates. As it turns out, we probably could have picked a gate or 2 more, because we ended up being just fine on playables, but I think that this is still a decent number of gates. So we'll try this, so we'll get into some gameplay. Alright, here we go. On the play, only 2 lands and they're both plains. So I'm not close to getting a discount on Gate Colossus. I'm a green source away from Loxodon Smiter. And I do have a fair number of blue sources for Talkrop Skirmisher. We don't really want to go down to 6 on the draw, on the play. But maybe with these lands I probably should. Alright. This is better. And then I think, even though I can't cast Fall of the Hammer, we ship a land. We've got some removal. So we want to draw a red source, so I can cast Red Boar and Fall of the Hammer. Opponent also multicolored. Wouldn't mind drawing a land. Alright, so we'll play live Sky Knight, detain Legion Loyalist. So it can no longer attack or block. So unfortunately, the opponent had removal. Didn't draw land, which is unfortunate. Opponent hits their land drop. Well, that was obnoxious, but I would have only had one land in my top 4 and it was a plain, so it really wouldn't have helped me cast anything, so that's probably fine. And then I think to be efficient, we'll spend our mana, get rid of the Centaur. Draw another Archway Angel. So missing our land drops is definitely unfortunate. Port Cutthroat is fine. Courier's Briefcase. Okay, so they need an instant and a sorcery. Alright. Red Boar is a sorcery. I think we killed the Bloodfire Enforcer here. That's a problem. Okay, well, I'm afraid to say that unfortunately, with missing our land drops, we're going to lose here. So we drew all of our most expensive creatures. And I did get more gates to give Gate Colossus a bigger discount. I can play Archway Angel, gain 4 life, and then I have to chump the Demon. Still take 4. So I would go back down to 6. Then I would do it again. Go back up to 10, chump the Demon, go back down to 6. And for all I know, opponents got removal for Archway Angel here. Opponents Jund colors. Yep. Alright. So we're not dead, but we might as well be. I can go up to 5, chump the Demon, go down to 1, and then I lose the next turn, so... So not drawing more gates definitely didn't help. I think we would have been fine if opponent didn't have Priest of the Blood right, because their creatures weren't particularly big, but as soon as they got that down, we were in trouble. Well, better luck next game. On we go. On the draw, we've got a couple 4/4s and some interaction. I can even play the Skyrider Elf on 3. We'll try it. Draw another Plains, probably my worst draw. Opponent leads with a Guild Gate of their own. We draw Shipbreaker Kraken. Not sure what the X cost is, since the +1/+1 counters are the colors of mana spent to cast it. Alright, opponent has removal. Plays Undead Butler. So opponent is a Gates deck. We saw Gatebreaker Ram there. Alright. So I could Stasis Snare the Asp. I can also follow the Hammer. I think I like follow the Hammer and then Toil. Probably should have attacked first. Well, I guess this was going to happen anyway, because I was going to blow up the Nessium Asp before it blocks. Opponent has Gate Colossus. There is our second blue source. It's less efficient, but I think we play Izzet Guild Gate and then either Stasis Snare or Sky Knight. Stasis Snare might be harder for opponent to interact with here. And this way we can play the Shipbreaker Kraken. Another land. Alright. don't want to trade my Zendikar Incarnate for Nessian Asp. Opponent needs an untapped land to activate Monstrosity on the Asp. So they have their 7th land. But fortunately for me, they had to play another card in order to get it. Alright, I control 3 gates, so Ubulstar Gatekeepers gives a creature -2/-2. And that's enough for opponent. And we rank up to silver. Alright. On we go. On the play, I don't have any gates, so Ubulsar Gatekeepers is vanilla 2/4, which is pretty bad. Don't have green and red for Zendikar Incarnate. I do have double blue for Shipmaker Kraken, but that's a turn 6 play, and I don't have any discounts for Gate Colossus, so I think this is a mulligan. Alright, so we're going down to 5, because I can't play Gateway Plaza on turn 1. And then we're keeping this. Opponent leads with Guild Gate, so Gates might be overdrafted. Well, I don't have any particular reason to play the Sky Knight, so I think we play this gate tapped. Get in for 2. I could play Sky Knight just to get a flying threat on the board. Otherwise, I'm doing nothing with my mana, which seems pretty bad to me. So I think even though I don't get the most value out of the Sky Knight, I think we play it. Alright, opponent draws a bunch of cards off Painful Truths. Has to discard to hand size. Discards Gates Ablaze and Honored Hydra. I could play Gate Colossus. Even if they remove it, any gate means that we can get it back. And then we still have two other threats, although if opponent removes both my Sky Knight and the Gate Colossus, I don't have lethal. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure there's not likely much anything opponent can have for... They haven't hit their land drop, so... But there's probably not anything they can have for 3 mana that kills 3 creatures. And that's it for opponent. Alright. Well, we got there despite a mulligan to 5. We'll definitely take it. On we go. On the draw, I do have a turn 2 play. I'd like this hand a lot better if I had a gate. I'm definitely thinking I should have drafted a couple more gates. Probably would have made our mana base more consistent. I think... We'll try it. Opponent rolls to 6. Basically hoping to hit lands. Alright. Field gate is good. Green one would have been better. Alright, there's green. I think we keep the skirmisher back to block District Guide. And Horrible Mink. We'll trade. Breaker Kraken. We've got 2 gates for the Ugulsar Gatekeepers. And I'm hoping opponent doesn't hit land 5 for Monstrat. They do. We're going to have to try and race opponent here, which will be a little bit tricky since opponent got off to a quicker start with a 2-drop 3/3. Blue source lets us play Shipbreaker Kraken. Untapped blue source, that is. I think we have to chump with the gatekeepers here. Opponent gaining life was pretty bad for us. So I'm not liking our chances now. Alright, so that gives us our second blue source for Kraken, which can profitably block the Fleece Main Lion. We've got another Fleece Main Lion, which they immediately activate. Alright, well, unfortunately, I think that'll do it. Because I can't target them with the Shipcracker Kraken's monstrous ability. Okay, well, now we're just dead. Good game. Well, that was unfortunate. Got bombed out. If I'd had some earlier interaction for the first Fleece Main Line, we might have been able to do something. Anyway, on we go. Alright, on the draw. Gateway Plaza means we don't have a turn to play, but I don't have a turn to play anyway, and it does mean that I can basically cast every spell except Zendikar Incarnate, so I think this is a keeper. And we'll be able to get the Smiter down on 3. Opponent leads with Cloudfin Raptor. So I think we'll play Guildgate and get the Slide Runner down. Archaeologist. And this is great because we'll be able to remove a creature with the Gatekeepers on 4. Opponent mono blue so far. Don't know why they didn't attack with the Archaeologist. Obnixilus's Cruelty. No attacks. I need my spell to draw 3 lands and put an extra land into play, because the Slide Runner basically can't get in because of the Archaeologist. Opponent hits their 4th land. Stasis Snare. Mono Blue could have a bounce effect for Stasis Snare, I suppose. Wouldn't mind an untapped land so I can play the Smiter and Stasis Snare. That would also allow me to play Toil and Trouble. Definitely need to remove this Cloudfin Raptor. Opponent attacks with the Ingenious Scab. Alright, that's fine. I'm surprised they made that trade. Alright, Gruul Guildgate. Don't think I saw Negate, although that doesn't mean it's not in the format. But the 2-mana counterspell I saw was Essence Scatter. One's got something they can do at instant speed. No attacks. I don't really mind that. I'm a little surprised that's what opponent did. There we go. Rapid hybridization is Swords to Plowshares in blue. Alright, Urban Evolution. I think I like playing Lockstone Smiter because it can't be countered. Nope, and opponent tries countering it. I think we'll wait until we can cast Toil and Trouble at the same time. No attacks. At least I'm assuming that's what the fuse ability means. Courier's Briefcase. I'm 1 mana off using its ability to draw 3 cards. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I guess it's you pick one or the other. Well, Gates Ablaze kills the Frog Lizard. My Spider still doesn't have an attack. Okay, so I guess the fuse is you pick one or the other. I think we play Archway Angel. Or maybe Urban Evolution, try to hit some more gates. Alright, so I think that means we have to Gates Ablaze here. Archway Angel trades for the Wind Rider Patrol. Alright, Azorius Guild Gate means Archway Angel will gain me 8 life, but I don't want to play it before playing Gates Ablaze, because that would kill both of my creatures as well. And then no attacks, because I don't want the Smiter to trade for the Archaeologist. One gets to 6 land. Alright, so Archway Angel gains 10 life. I've got blue, green, red, black, white, so I can draw 3 cards with Courier's Briefcase. I can do that at instant speed. Alright, the opponent has another rapid hybridization. That'll be useful to go into blue decks in Brawl. Let's draw 3. Wow, 4 lands in a row. Okay. Alright, and then I think we wait to play Archway Angel until after we play Simic Guild Gate. They don't have any combat tricks, so that's the right block to make. Looks like opponent has counterspell. Maybe this is what, yeah, this is, I think they had Essence Scatter. I'm kind of happier that they countered that rather than my Archway Angel. Guild Summit. Alright, let's draw more cards than the blue deck, shall we? So I can tap. Well, I've got 6 cards in hand, so I don't really need to tap more cards with Guild Summit right now. So I think we just play Archway Angel, and I won't worry about gaining life with Simic Guildgate. And I've got another Archway Angel. It resolves. Alright, now we'll play Guild Summit. Draw a card. And we'll draw another card off Simic Guildgate. Shipbreaker Kraken. Draw a land. Let's get another threat on the board. And then I guess I can remove something if they play a blocker with Fall of the Hammer. Alright, so they can exile the Etherling at instant speed. So there's no point targeting it with Fall of the Hammer. Eight cards left. I'll just jump with 1/1. I guess I didn't even need to bother doing that. I am at 19. Alright, so what I think we'll do is, during our upkeep, we'll Fall of the Hammer the Etherling. Actually, no, we'll Shipbreaker Kraken. Gate Colossus, and that's enough for concession. Alright. On we go. Alright. It's the Bilbo Baggins avatar versus the Bilbo Baggins username. Who will prevail? I think we can keep this. I've got a 2-mana play, so I've got to play for turn 2. Too bad we don't have a Plains for Kithian to get him down on turn 1, but I think that's okay. Gates Ablaze, Fall of the Hammer's interaction, Archangel is some top end, so we'll try it. Alright, land 3. Opponent leads with Evolving Wilds. Fetches Forest. Plays Swamp. Sylvan Caryatid. So basically I want to draw gates. 2 gates lets me get rid of the Caryatid. Undead Butler. Maybe we get rid of that so they can't get anything back with it? Sure. Someone plays Halo Scarab. I'll need 6 mana to activate Kithian and play Gates Ablaze, which still so far only kills Halo Scarab. Maybe I should have only attacked with Kithian there. Opponent's got a creature land. Get Sanitarium Skeleton back. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have attacked with the Keening Apparition. Alright, now we've got double blue for our 6/6. Archway Angel, I'm only going to gain 2 life, although I am at 20, so it's not that big a deal. I think we can take it. Alright, well, goodbye Kithian. Giving him indestructible won't do anything. Courier's briefcase. We gain a measly 2 life. Opponent is multicolored here. Plays their extra land. I'm gonna have to remove the 3/3. And then I just need black mana to draw 3 cards off Courier's Briefcase. So good draws would be Gates. Black Source. Removal for Murmuring Mystic. Dulsar Gatekeeper is probably my worst draw. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be 3-3. We'll take 9. So I have to chump the Sanitarium Skeleton. Now I'm definitely regretting trading off my Keening Apparition because I could have used it to get rid of the Night Howler. Plains is probably my worst draw. Nope, unfortunately, things didn't line up. I don't think we're going to win this one. Well, that's too bad. Well, 3-3. An even record is respectable. I thought we could have done better, but things just didn't work out. I think it turns out, based on what we ended up going with, we should have drafted a few more gates. So I'll have to remember that for the next opportunity I get to draft gates in Pioneer Masters. Yeah, like if we've been able to replace, say, a plains and an island with another gate each and had 10 gates, I think we would have been a lot more consistent. So gates, draft gates more highly in a gate stack. I think that's the lesson to learn. Anyway, when it worked, it worked. Scythian, sadly, probably, I think, like I said, wasn't the greatest in this deck, but probably still worth playing. Keening Apparition, turns out you shouldn't just trade it off, because you never know when you'll need it. The Skirmisher was, it was fine. It traded off, which is what I wanted it for. The Slide Runner, actually, I probably could have cut, because we didn't have ways of enabling landfall multiple times except for Urban Evolution, so it was never really able to be aggressive. The Skyrider Elf was fine. We only had it that one game, and it was a 3/3 for 3 with flying, which is decent. It got instantly removed, but that's what happens. Chasm Skulker, we only had the one game, and it was going to be on chump block duty, so that was too bad. The Sky Knight was fine. Loxodon Smiter was good. Its ability to not be countered turned out to be relevant. His opponent wasted a counterspell on it, so that was great. The Gatekeepers, when I was able to enable them, were good. They were obviously not very good. That last game there, where we weren't going to be able to enable them. The Zendikar Incarnate was fine. Archray Angel was fine. That one game it gained us, I think it was 8 life. Shipbreaker Kraken was good. Gate Colossus didn't win us any games, but it was definitely a crucial play in that one game there. We were already pretty far ahead that game, but that really sealed the deal. Okay, so Fuse, you may cast one or both halves of this card out of your hand, so I'm not sure why I wasn't able to cast both halves. I guess maybe I made the wrong selection. The user interface wasn't clear. I think I was supposed to pick the middle option, which had both of the card text in there. So I think that was on me for not understanding how the user interface worked with that one, because we would have cast it for both halves that one time if we had known how it worked. Urban Evolution was good. Gates Ablaze, was good. The one game we cast it wasn't good that last game because we didn't have gates. Guild Summit was good. Obnixus's Cruelty was good. Courier's Briefcase was good the one game. Dreadbore, of course. 2 mana removal for any creature or planeswalker, always strong. Fall of the Hammer could be a little hit or miss. If we had small creatures, it wasn't great, but it was good at least the one game we had it. Stasis Snare was good. So, all in all, not too bad. Pretty happy with how things turned out. So we'll have to try again, see if we can get an even better Gates deck next time, or see what else we get. Thanks very much for watching. Do please like and subscribe. If you thought I should have made different choices during gameplay or the draft portion, let me know in the comments. And thanks again. Have a good one. Bye.